is John Campopiano, and he wasn't in the interview, but he was part of this documentary as well. But I'm here to kind of tell you why you need to go and watch this and why they are the best out there, I think, personally, with doing documentary and docuseries, anything really. It's like I said, it's going to be a 4-part series that's dropping on Screambox. The first one is August 29th, and it's Destination Delta City. And we got episode 2 that's dropping September 5th, which is Verhoeven's Mantra. And we got episode 3, which drops September 12th, Blood, Sweat, and Steel. And then the final one, which is episode 4, drops on September 19th, Murphy and the Machine. So I really want to briefly go over why this is something that needs to be on everybody's radar, especially if you are a fan of RoboCop. I saw RoboCop when I was really, really young, and it's funny because in this series, there's people who go and talk about it, and saying that there are kids who would come up to them and say that they watched this when they were like 8, when they were like 10, or really young. I was one of them. I saw this when I was very, very young. And I have very fond memories of the melting man and seeing people just get blown up. And I'm here to say that in this docuseries that you do go through all that, the makeup process, some things that are behind the scenes, things that were shot but never shown, or things that were edited. And that's kind of like what this whole thing is about. It's not to highlight all the amazing things that RoboCop has done for people like myself when they watch movies. You know, they highlight everything. And to piggyback on that, when they're highlighting and talking about certain people with who they have, someone will be talking about somebody, and then they'll get the facial reaction of the person that the other talker is talking about, and they'll have their reaction of what they're saying. So it would be like, I don't know, Peter Weller talking about Paul Verhoeven, you know, and you'll see like one of them reacting to what they're saying or anything like that, because there's a lot of people that are in this docuseries, and it's hard to go down an entire list of everybody. You need to watch it, because I think you'll be surprised at some of the people that are in here. And I want that to kind of be part of the mystery. Like I said, I had the interview with them prior to this, and that will be coming out before this review, because I want people to see them talk about everything that they went through to create this. And I'm just here to enhance that experience for you as to why you need to go watch this, why this needs to be on your radar, and why you need to be subscribed to Screambox. Because they are doing amazing, amazing stuff over there. And I don't think I'd be doing half of the stuff I do on the show if it wasn't for Screambox and just how amazing they are. And same with Bloody Disgusting, and how, you know, how many opportunities they give out to people like myself to cover things early, or to let us essentially digest these and then let everybody know why this needs to be on your radar. So I guess in a way, this is like an essential pick, but it's a pick that's not even out yet. So I'm just going to leave it at very quick review. Probably only going to be maybe like 15, 20 minutes around there. But I want to really, really highlight what this does as a viewer. The sound design, the way things are, you know, directed, the story that, you know, Chris and Eastwood are essentially sculpting around everybody that's in this film, and for each part, I think is brilliant. And it leaves me with chills. Even just thinking about it right now, I have chills like throughout my whole body. And I will say, because it is in the trailer already, that everybody knows that Peter Weller is in here. And during my interview, they said that they weren't expecting him to be there, even though they wanted him there and they were trying to get him there. and that they were going through certain things that made it seem like if he was there, it wasn't going to be super enjoyable. But it turned out to be the complete opposite. And any time that he is on that screen, he is stealing the show. And the quotes that he puts out and hearing him talk about it and seeing him is such a joy. Like, it's one of these instances that you going into it probably not knowing what to expect. I have an idea of what to expect from Dead Mouse and Cult Screenings because of their past, documentaries and stuff that they have done. But this one, they really turn everything on its head. It's not really highlighting somebody's career and giving them love on that. It's not really doing a whole character study on somebody. This is a legit, like, deep down and dirty, like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to pull out everything, whether it is beautiful or not, and to tell the story, to really heighten somebody's experience or love, or I guess in some cases someone's hate for RoboCop. You don't know how you would hate RoboCop, but there have been some people in my life to say that's a kind of a crappy movie, and those people don't know what they're talking about. And I highly encourage people like that to go and watch this. Each episode is a little over an hour, so it totals around like 4.5 hours after every single episode. But it's amazing, and the journey that you go through is amazing. You leave this wanting more. At least I did. I left watching this wanting way, way more. And you guys can listen to the interview to find out that there may or may not be more. It's just something that I didn't know I needed. And that's the beauty about Screambox too. Is like they're putting out all these amazing things that you may not think at that very moment you need it. I needed it for the week that I had. I needed it, and to want to go back and rewatch RoboCop as I did after my first viewing of every episode. I went back and watched it, and I loved it even more. And you can really, see the things that they highlight in RoboCop after you watch this and be like, oh yeah, okay, I see it now. And it's really fucking cool. I'm really trying not to go into any kind of specifics with this docuseries because I want everybody to live through it themselves and to see what they're doing. And it's hard to not spoil much of anything, but just how everybody is so charismatic and happy and so outgoing in this, whether they're talking about something that was awful that was happening during the filming or whatever it may be. It's a ride, and like I said, anybody who's a fan of RoboCop, you're gonna love this. And man, I cannot wait for this to drop. I know there's already been a lot of reviews out right now, and I'm so excited to go and see them. But please go seek this out. Go watch Screambox or subscribe to Screambox. Watch their other documentaries before this one. Get a taste of how their style is and what they go through, like the Robert Englund doc or Pennywise or Leviathan or You're So Cool, Brewster for Fright Night and everything like that. They know how to do a documentary. They know how to tell a story. There's so many other documentaries out there, docuseries that are boring. You go through it and you're like, okay, that was all right. This is the complete opposite. You have so much fun, and after every episode ends, you're like, I need to start the next one. I need to. I can't not. Second time viewing through all this, even though I knew what happened, but I was watching it at night and I was getting late. I think I was on episode 3. I made it all the way through to episode 3. And it was kind of late at night, and I was falling asleep. I'm like, I gotta make through episode 4, and I did. Any other night, I would have turned off the TV and went straight to bed, but not with this. This is treasure, man. They struck gold, seriously, with this, and they're just upping it every documentary they put out. So please, do myself a favor, do yourself a favor, go subscribe to Screambox and watch this when it drops August 29th. I really don't have much more to say on this because I'm going to go into so many details that I don't want to spoil it. But you won't be disappointed in this. You're going to be surprised by some of the people that you see. It's a ride. And seriously, thank you so much to Screambox and Dead Mouse and Cult Screenings. You guys are amazing. And I love all of you. I love everybody who listens to this show or watches this show. You are the reason why I'm doing this. And I owe everything to you. One last thing before we go out that I'm going to keep mentioning up until the day is that Screambox has partnered / sponsored my next live showing in Salem, Massachusetts, showing Pool Party Massacre with Drew Marvick in attendance. They're going to be giving away free months. They're going to be giving away discounted prices and maybe some other things that I'm not 100% sure on yet because everything's still going through. There will be a ticket giveaway going live at some point as well. But Drew's going to be there. He's going to be having a bunch of shit. And as everybody knows, if you attend and you buy a ticket, you get a free poster made by Gareth Gibson. You guys can get that signed for free. And that will be included in the ticket price that you have. I'm speechless these last couple of days with everything that's been going on and how much Screambox and everybody who listens to the show and supports the show and has came out to these live movies. It's definitely something that I thought myself, with who I am, you know, living the life that I've had, would never have anything so cool and I guess somewhat important to some people, but extremely important to myself, have the opportunity to do. Like, see these films early, interview the people who are behind it, do these live movie showings with the casting crew, and get sponsored by my favorite streaming service there is right now, the cheapest one as well. A total year, if you guys want to buy a year subscription to Screambox, it's like $26. Who the fuck does that? Nobody. So please, go support them. And I'll see everybody on the next one. Links will be down below. You subscribe to Screambox, to get tickets if you're in the area. If you're in the New England, Massachusetts, or Salem area, come out. And we'll see everybody on the next one. Take care.